Here we'll continue our study of number theory, and we have had previous lectures on that you can see up here. And in number theory you study the integers and their properties. Okay, so let's start by considering division in number theory. So for example, if we want to divide 7 by 3 in number theory, if we are not in number theory, we just say that the answer is 7/3, or we can answer as a decimal number. But in number theory, you're interested in the answer as an integer. So this is 2, since 3 goes 2 times in 7. But then we have a remainder of 1. And that's because we have 7 is equal to 2 times 3 plus 1. So this here is called the remainder. The quotient. And this is called the remainder. Okay. In general, we have that A divided by B. Then we call the answer the quotient, and we here have a remainder R. And what is the quotient and the remainder? That is the number we should put here and here to make this true. And here the remainder is number between the divisor B and larger or equal to 0. So with the remainder in this interval here, smaller than B but larger than or equal to 0, then the quotient and the remainder always exist and are unique. So this will always be a unique quotient and a unique remainder, having this condition on it. So this is division in number theory. Okay, so let's look at an example. Let's say we want to divide 13 by 4. Then we are looking for number here that multiply with 4, come as close as possible to 13, but then we also can have a remainder. So we see that 3 times 4 is 12, and then we need to have the remainder 1. So here the answer is 3 with the remainder of 1. Let's take another example. Let's take minus 11 divided by 4. Then we're looking for number we should put here. And this number here now should be positive or 0. And it should be smaller than 4. So this number should be 0, 1, 2, or 3. It should be larger than or equal to 0 and smaller than 4. So we can have minus. We must have minus. And minus what? If we take minus 3, then we have minus 12. And then we can put 1 here. So we could, for example, it's tempting maybe say that we can have minus 2 also, because this is minus 8, and then you should have minus 3 here. This would also work, but our condition is that this part here now should be positive or 0. So this is not allowed. So we cannot have this. So our quotient is 3, minus 3, and our remainder is 1. So this is minus 3 with the remainder of 1. Okay, so that's how you do division in number theory. So there always exists, so you have a division A divided by B. There always exists a quotient and the remainder R. And those are unique, where R are larger than or equal to 0 or smaller than B. And smaller than B. So this is called a quotient and this is called a remainder.